Okay, hello. Wow, what a night. Welcome to my Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2 review. Part 1 is uploaded online of the Night 1 to Wrestle Kingdom 14, so I have that uploaded right now. But tonight we were going to go with Part 2. I did stay up last night. I watched this whole thing live like I said I was going to. That because it kind of started a little bit earlier this time. I think it was about 11 o'clock the pre-show started, and the real show started about midnight, if I'm not mistaken. It went to almost like 3:30, 4:30 a.m., so it wasn't that bad of time, but it's still a lot to get through. Because I said what I was going to do, I was going to watch it live, and that's what I said what was going to happen, and I'm glad I did, because there's going to be a lot to talk about throughout this whole show. A lot of things important went down. A lot of crazy stuff there's going to be to talk about, okay? Because I'm not going to lie, man. Like I said, like I did in the night one, even you got to mark out some of this stuff that what happened, okay? And I'm not going to lie, I jumped out of my seat. I was hyped last night, okay? Had one cup of coffee, and I was good to watch all of Wrestle Kingdom last night. But there's a lot to talk about, a lot of things that went down. Of course, important title changes. We will get to that, but we have a lot to say about Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2, January the 5th, Tokyo Dome. Like I said, New Japan World, or whatever site or stream, or however you watched this show online last night. We did kick it off, though, with the on the pre-show. Of course, you had on commentary Kevin Kelly, Gino Gambino, Chris Charlton, Rocky Romero's going to be on there later. But the pre-show first had the never open weight 6-man titles on the line. I actually forgot these belts were still around. And who are the reigning champions? Makabe, Taguchi, and Yano, which I swear they won these belts like a year ago in the Tokyo Dome in this type of match. And I don't even remember how many times they defended. I forget the belts are there because you just see them walk out with the belts. You don't really never see them defend it at all, really. They just be holding the belts for over a year for nothing, it looked like. But this was a gauntlet match with pretty much several teams. First team that was out there, though, was Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi versus Chaos, Robbie Eagles, Yoshihashi, and Tomohiro Ishii. Not much to say from this. Ishii ended up pinning Chase Owens to take him out first, so Bullet Club was gone. Next team that came out there was Suzuki-gun. Yeah, Suzuki-gun, Yoshinobu Karamaru, Taichi, and El Desperado was the next team involved. Pretty much Chaos was able to take them out also, so they weren't really there that long also, so I think Kanemaru took the pinfall by Eagles. Eagles rolled him up. Next team that was out there was who was next? Lij Nin, Evil, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi were the next ones out there. So one thing I will take from this was Bushi doing a freaking suicide dive that could have nearly killed him out there. I think it was on Robbie Eagles. He almost landed on his head. That was deadly. And then I saw a lot of people talk about this too, because Evil and Ishii was going at it, but Evil hit him with a Darkness Falls, and the referee counted, and it looked like it wasn't a 3. Like he counted the 3 quick, and you could just look at Evil and Ishii's expressions like, what was that? Because I think Evil was supposed to win by the Everything is Evil move, but it looked really confusing in the end, and a lot of people saw this, and I saw people just go with the referee like, yeah, they sent him back to LA Dojo or whatnot. It says, why would you put an American referee in there that just effed up this match? Because it really did look botched. I'm like, that was 3? That was 3? And they said it was 3 then, but Evil, he hit Everything is Evil. I guess he's had to hit his finisher after, but you just look at Evil and Ishii's expressions out there. They look pissed at the referee then, knowing that wasn't 3. But the last people in the match was the champions themselves, Yano, Taguchi, and Makabe. Lij won. Of course, the miss from Bushi, and Takagi hit the pumping bomber and made in Japan for the win. So we do have new never openweight 6-man championships. And then the speculation came. Can Lij walk out with all the gold tonight? Because even I was saying, is this a foreshadowing for later on tonight? which I almost thought it was going to be, but we'll get into that soon since Hiromu already has the Junior Heavyweight Championship back. And whatnot. Lij just gained some titles too, but I just forget these never open weight belts are really around like that. But it was time to start the main show, Wrestle Kingdom 14, and we kick it off with Jyushin Thunder Liger's final wrestling match in the Tokyo Dome and in general. But it was Jyushin Thunder Liger and Naoki Sano versus Hiromu Takahashi, the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and Dragon Lee. I don't know if they mentioned Ring of Honor like that, but I know he had the Ring of Honor television title. I actually forgot he won that belt, to be honest with you. But yeah, Dragon Lee, I think he was the Ring of Honor television champion and whatnot. Which, honestly, I don't... Have they really mentioned ROH nowadays? I don't know if they mention them on commentary. Somebody said they did, but... Because at first I was like, oh yeah, he does have a Ring of Honor title. That must be so far gone. I don't know about Ring of Honor right now, because... I don't know, man. Everybody keeps saying that New Japan about to drop Ring of Honor. I don't know if that's true or how long their partnership is going, but yes, he is the television champion. I'm actually surprised he was even in this match still to be one of Liger's final opponents. But it was like, you know, both rivals, like the rivals teamed up with each other, like to go against each other for this match and whatnot. I'm gonna get more to what I thought about the match in a second, but you know, it's just still kind of crazy. Like somebody said, like, you know, it's kind of funny that the guy that broke the other one's neck is tagging with him, which they are now technically part of the same group too, because of Los Ingobernables, because there's now a Los Ingobernables in Ring of Honor, and he had that jersey on. I'm like, oh yeah, he's actually in that Los now. So, because I think in Ring of Honor is what Rush, Dragon Lee, and Kenny King is like Los Ingobernables, they're Ring of Honor now, I think. I don't know. I need to go. I just remember them all wearing the same shirt. So I'd say they created, I'm trying not to say LIJ, but, you know, just Los Ingobernables in general. But Los Ingobernables, they Ring of Honor now. So that's why they were teaming up with each other. But, yes. But yeah, Ryu Lee or Dragon Lee, however you want to go by this, whichever name. Yes, they went against Liger and Naoki Sano. Actually, that was a better match than it was the night before, really. And it was actually really good. I don't know a lot about Sano, but he was good out there. I did like the back and forth between Hiromu and Liger, which was pretty good. Of course, Dragon Lee did suicide dive on Sano. Takahashi and Lee were going at Liger. Fans started to boo. Liger was coming back then. Had came with a clothesline. He was about to go for a shote or whatnot. Takahashi had him for the time bomb, but Liger rolled out of it. He once again went back for the shote, but Takahashi ended up hitting him into the corner and then hit the time bomb to get the pinfall, making that Jyushin Thunder Liger's final match. I believe pretty much both him and Lee, you know, helped Liger to his feet. I think Hiromu said that he would take care of the junior division and whatnot. Liger got in the microphone then. He thanked everybody, all the fans through over the 31 years in his career that he started in the Tokyo Dome, and now he's going to end in the Tokyo Dome. Okay? Got another phone call now. But yes, though, you know, I will say it is the end to a very amazing, fantastic career for Jyushin Thunder Liger, though. You know, like you said, he went in, you know, debuting in the Tokyo Dome, and now he's going out in the Tokyo Dome. Don't worry, we will see him tomorrow, or I guess later on tonight, for the New Year's Dash show, for his ceremony or whatnot, but this is the last time you will ever see Jyushin Thunder Liger wrestle ever again. You know, overall, I thought the match was good, and, you know, I expected them to put over, you know, Hiromu and Dragon Lee and whatnot, so I think everybody expected it to happen. You know, I still kind of got my idea from yesterday. I still would have won if it was a one-on-one match, but I'm sure Liger, you know, made all of this on his own. That's what he would have wanted, and he got to do it on his own of how he planned his own retirement. And I'm sure New Japan gave him a lot of control, of course, to you know, who he wanted to put over and whatnot. I think people did want to see at least one more win from him in the Tokyo Dome, because this guy was putting over people for many months, you know, on his retirement tour. I know they showed a woman in the crowd crying also. That was sad. You know, Liger retired and whatnot. But I will say though, like I said, my idea yesterday. I know I'm not the one booking this and whatnot, but if I would have done it, I still would have. It would have really been cool if he had the one-on-one with Hiromu or the match with Rey Mysterio. Hey, I wouldn't mind if there was the one he had with Suzuki back in October. That was a really good match. But we'll get to Suzuki later on and whatnot. But yeah, man, end of career, man. I think what is like a 53, 54 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me on his age or whatnot, but hey, the guy could still go even at this age. But I think he knew it was time to call it quits while he can still go. So we will see him for the New Year's Dash show later on. But hell of a career, man, hell of a career. Domo arigato, like a son. But unfortunately, now I forgot to mention one thing. As soon as the pinfall was taken. And I wasn't the only one that had a problem with this last night. New Japan World went out on me. And it went out on a lot of people last night. It's almost like Liger's retirement broke the New Japan stream. And it was for the English commentary, by the way, too. Not the Japanese commentary. That, I guess, was such a high volume of traffic that I'm sitting there wondering, like, as soon as... It was like this. And I'm sure everybody can go on me, too. As soon as Hiromu pinned Liger... Like, the screen froze up. Like, it just froze. And I'm sitting there wondering, like, what's going on? I'm trying to reboot it because I had to go back and rewind it because I missed his entire speech. I already know I just explained it right now, what happened in the aftermath. But I'm like, dude, like, they must, like, well, will we ever find out if Liger retired? Because, like, I missed the whole thing and I had to go back and rewind it. So... And then I had to go to a different stream because when I went back to New Japan World, they had a message up saying due to the high volume of traffic, like, don't try to reload it. But when I was playing it on there, it was just lag. I just had to go to a different site and watch it off there where it was lag free when it was live. But it's like as soon as Liger took that pin, I'm sitting there like, yo, what is going on, man? I'm trying to see what happens next. And the feed just went out. Like, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with New Japan World? But then people started texting me saying, like, did something happen to your stream? I'm saying, yeah, I can't get it going. I don't know what's going on here. Like, this is bullshit. I'm missing the big moment and whatnot. And then I was like, will we ever find out if Liger retired? So that was strange. And just like through the entire night, the stream just lagged on New Japan World. I guess it was just so many people trying to watch Wrestle Kingdom that night that it broke the stream, just crashed the whole system on New Japan World, and especially for the English commentary too. So I had to scramble and go to another site as quick as I could just to see this show. But that was just strange to me. That was very strange to me. As soon as the New Japan World went down, as soon as Liger got pinned, boom, screen goes out. So it's almost like, what the fuck, man? Makes no sense. But when I did get the stream back on, I did miss the entrances for Roppongi 3K. I know they had a special one with Rocky and whatnot to go against Taiji Ishimori and El Phantasmo for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Championships. I watched the match. Like I said, I still enjoyed it, but it was just already halfway through when I finally got back on. I will say one thing to take away from this. Phantasmo did a freaking Styles Clash or a near fall and whatnot. Of course, they distracted the referee. El Phantasmo's about to use his title belt and whatnot. It is cool to see his entrance in the jacket in the Tokyo Dome, too. But Rocky had pulled the belt from him. El Phantasmo went for that low blow punch he does, but he hurt his hand since I guess they were smart enough this time. Wear an athletic cup. I've been punched in the nuts so many times. Wear a cup. And pretty much showing hit their finisher for the win to regain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, as Rocky looked in the camera, pretty much says, this was all my idea, which I'm sure that makes him really smart right now. I wish he would have thought about that a while ago, but hey, he thought about it in the Tokyo Dome. So we knew they cheat, so now we get the belts back, all right? So, yeah, Roppongi 3K won the titles. Next, Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the Red Pro British Heavyweight Championship. This was a very fun match. It went on about 12 minutes. A really good match. Of course, you're going to see a lot of counters between, Zack Sabre Jr. and Sonata. I know they had Tiger Tori out there. I think this is his last time refereeing in the Tokyo Dome also, because he retired not that long ago, too. I think it was in America when they were over here for like the Fighting Spirit tour. But yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. and Sonata. I thought it was a really good match they had. A lot of back and forth. You're gonna see a lot of counters, of course, and submission holds. So like I said, a lot of people don't like Zack Sabre Jr.'s style of wrestling and whatnot because it's very mat based and that, crazy out flying. But I still enjoyed it. Zack Sabre Jr. ended up getting that bridge he does for the win. So yeah, Zack Sabre Jr., which even someone said, the only man in the Tokyo Dome throughout both nights to actually walk away with his championship without any type of title change. So he is the only man to walk away with his belt. Didn't even change. But I think a lot of people expected Sonata to win because, once again, I think everybody was expecting all the LIJ members to walk out with gold tonight, but I guess that wasn't going to happen, and Zack ended up retaining the championship. I figured he was going to win or whatnot, but I feel like Zack's had that title forever. He does lose it sometime, but he gets it right back, the Rev Pro title or whatnot. But in a way, I kind of expected Sonata in a way to win it, but Zack got the roll up. But it was a really good match, though, between him and Sonata. Next, though, IWGP US Heavyweight Championship on the line. Jon Moxley versus Juice Robinson. Robinson came out with David Finlay. He still looks like a Brazongo member. Jon Moxley came out, but as soon as he got ringside, Juice attacked him and knocked him into the ring post, dropping him into a chair. Of course, weapons had to get involved. He put Moxley in a chair and then cannonballed him then until they finally got in the ring. Mox pretty much threw Robinson back out there and hit him with a chair. And then I like he was talking to Tiger Tori. I'm sorry, thank you and whatnot, because he told him not to use the chair. But Robinson came back, powerbomb Mox out there, tried it in with a figure 4. Mox was able to break out of it. Mox had a chair and wrapped around Juice's head, which he was going to hit him with it, but Robinson hit the left hand of God on the chair into Moxley's face then and whatnot. Robinson pretty much was holding his hand in and whatnot, trying to, I guess, on the pain. Pretty much Robinson got him back in the ring, hit him with a jackhand for a 2 count. Mox came back, clotheslined him. He was about to go for the Death Rider, but Juice rolled him up then. Mox came back, hit him with a clothesline. They started going back and forth with punches at each other then. Robinson came back with the left hand of God several times. He was trying to go for his finisher, but Mox countered with the Death Rider, and then he hit him with a second elevated Death Rider for the win. So Jon Moxley retained the U.S. Heavyweight title, U.S. Championship, which I figured he was going to. Okay, I didn't see Juice Robinson walk away with 2 belts like I said the night before. I'd be surprised if he was about to become double champion, but it's like, okay, this guy won the World Tag League. I don't think he was going to beat Jon Moxley for the title. But then one of the most important parts of tonight happened. Jon Moxley was celebrating the ring. Next thing you know, Minoru Suzuki's music hits. The crowd just started going nuts. He came out with, I guess he had his sweatsuit on and whatnot. But when his music was playing, he took off his gear. And I was like, we doing this now? We was doing this now. And I jumped up. I'm like, this is the match that people been wanting to see for months, for these two to go kill each other out there. And, of course, you had to hear Katse Nina in the Tokyo. No, I'm not going to lie. I marked out for that, and I had to say it. I'm glad they did that. But they pretty much went, had to stare down with each other. And then bell starts ringing. They start trading punches back and forth with each other. Suzuki held him with the sleeper hold then. Before he put him in the Gotch-style power driver, he pretty much hit him with it, and then Suzuki picked up the U.S. title and looked at Mox, pretty much got on the micro, say, you want to pick a fight with me? Listen, I'm the king of pro wrestling, okay? And I'm going to kill you, basically, he said out there. So I know they translated it, but this is the match that a lot of people wanted to see, and I think it was already been building up. You can go all the way back to World Tag League when Mox came out there, which people say is like simple booking. He came out there, he attacked Mox and Mox attacked Archer and Suzuki. They hit him with Death Riders. He beat Archer the night before for the U.S. title. He beat Juice tonight, and now Suzuki says, you picked a fight with me, so now I'm coming back after you. So I guess the rumors about Minoru, man, I'm getting a lot of phone calls today. Hold on. Yeah, I had a phone call right there for a second, but as I was saying, though, Suzuki, pretty much killing Mox out there. That was big. Listen, this is a match I think a lot of people have been waiting for since probably possibly the G1, and a lot of people have been speculating this thing for a while. So I will say one thing: the rumors about Suzuki leaving New Japan must not be true, then, and I guess he will be sticking around. Same with Mox too, because he has the IWGP U.S. Championship. So this is a match that everybody was really looking forward to, and the crowd was into it. They wanted to see this match because, like, the whole U.S. title thing, like I said, the way how they booked it and how we are to here and how the title just been changing up and down and whatnot, it is finally happening. Because a lot of people think this was not really going to go down. Because I even said in yesterday's review that a lot of people thought Suzuki, I didn't know it was going to be next for him, because a lot of people say he was leaving after Wrestle Kingdom and whatnot. And there was rumors kind of about that for months. And yeah, that's why they did the match with Liger a few months ago, because he was going to honor his commitment to the feud. But, you know, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this match with him and Mox. These guys are going to kill each other. It's probably going to be a bloodbath out there. And that's a match everyone is looking forward to, okay? I don't know who's going to win that one, but I will say when Mox got back up and he was just walking to the back, he just kind of looked around like, what just happened? Like, what just happened, man? Okay, I'll say this. I am looking more forward to that match than the match I'm looking forward to with Jericho and AEW now. And I know people want to see that too, but this is the match that people really want to see, okay? Suzuki versus Moxley, that is going to be badass. I'm telling you that right now, people. So when that match happens, that's going to be big. That's going to be a very big match coming up. I don't know when, but hey, we may see something in the New Year's Dash show later on or whatnot. It could happen there. It could happen anywhere, or whatever the next time Mox is in Japan or whatnot, because I'm sure people are going to be speculating, oh, maybe he's going to wrestle in AEW. Well, we'll get to that soon enough too, and whatnot. But yes, Jyushin Mox, though, like I said, good match. Biggest thing really to talk about though was Suzuki coming out to challenge Moxley for that IWGP US title. But what was next on the card though? We have a Wrestle Kingdom. I'm trying to remember who was next on the card though, for real. I think it was I'm trying to look at my notes right here. I think, was it Kenta and Goto next, I think, for the Never Openweight title, if I'm not mistaken? Or let me see if I got it right here. But yeah, yes, Kenta versus Hiroki Goto for the Never Openweight Championship. This was a good match. I think it got way better near the end. These guys were hitting each other real hard out there. Like Kenta with them strikes just looks deadly, but like Goto with the rebuttal just looks even more insane though. When he hits those strikes on you or a kick or whatnot. This was a very good match. I think I kind of expected Kenta to really lose the title, but I know a lot of people were really thinking Shibata was going to get involved one way or another, like they kind of had months before. Because if you don't know the whole story to this, it's that, Shibata brought in Kenta back at Dominion. He got him into the G1, but in the finals of the G1, Kenta ended up turning on Shibata, since I think a lot of people weren't with Kenta anyways. I would say Kenta gets some good heat out there. I like how he was like, huh? Come on, when he was beating up Goto and whatnot. But when they kind of start going with those crazy punches back and forth, Goto him with a GTW, and then he hit that GTR, pretty much the back of Kenta's head, winning the match. This was good, but I think a lot of people would have expected Shibata to come out, get involved. A lot of people think Shibata was actually going to come out of retirement and beat Kenta for the title. That would have been a great story too, but I think he's just really retired. That was just one thing. Hey, the guy could still go when he was out there in the G1, and then there was another time too, but I would have at least expected Shibata to come out with Goto though. That's something I would have expected, and he would have gotten involved somehow, whatnot. Maybe they're saving it for another time, but I actually thought it would have happened in Wrestle Kingdom. There was another important note. Events coming up in the next year, which they announced, like the New Beginning and the New Japan Cup and Sakura Genesis, Dominion, Super Juniors, and the G1, G130. The finals will not be taken until October So the G1 is going to be in the fall this year. Reason why it will not be in the summer, because the Olympics are coming to Tokyo, and that's going to be a really big thing during the whole summer. And you know that they're not going to, I don't think even New Japan is going to compete with the Olympics over there, because there's going to be so many sports events going on at that time. So I guess the G1 will probably start in September, and it will end in October and be a 3-night thing in Tokyo. So it's going to be different now that the G1 will not be in it's not going to be in the summer this year. It's going to be in the fall because of excuse me. It's going to be in the fall because of the Olympics. Now, a lot of people did note one thing that was not there. There wasn't any announcements for any type of U.S. shows or UK shows or whatnot. It's not like they're going to be here during WrestleMania weekend, because a lot of people kind of expected a date on that, because they're kind of somewhat involved during Mania weekend and everything. And I know they're trying to expand in the U.S., but there was really no U.S. dates announced. No announcement for the next Wrestle Kingdom next year. What else? I think it's just either U.S. events or UK events, or I don't know, man. I don't know how they're going to be booking, if they book anything in the U.S. this year. We don't know yet. Maybe they're just keeping those secrets under wraps for right now. So I don't think they want to give away everything. But like I said, we're not really seeing any type of show coming to America right now. Like, in my opinion, I said what I've said before, man. Come to Chicago, man. You'll sell out fast over here. Trust me. I do believe they can do that. But I guess we gotta wait and see until New Japan has some U.S. date. I don't know if they'll still be working on Ring of Honor. I don't know what the hell on their contract is up with them. So that'll be saved for another day. But like I said, those are just some of the dates they announced. Next, losers bracket: Kota Ibushi versus Jay White. Both lost their title matches the night before, so these two will be facing off 1-on-1. This was a good match. Went like 25 minutes out there. Especially Jay White, I guess, getting some payback in a way. Ibushi with these no-sells just look deadly, okay? Like, when Ibushi does that no-sell thing, he just kicks the crap out of you. Dude, he V-triggered the crap out of Jay White at one point. Because, like, Jay White hit him with a suplex, but, like, Ibushi just got back up and just hit him with a V-trigger and whatnot. Because these guys are, like, just hitting these deadly German suplexes on each other several times. Of course, there was going to be a ref bump because White was pushing the ref, but White pulled Ibushi into the referee, who, I gotta say, these referees, I don't know how they're bumping. I thought it was silly, crazy enough that when Naito spit on Red Shoes yesterday after he won the Intercontinental title, the guy just fell to the ground. I'm like, man, do you have to sell that hard? Then this referee just falls out of the ring then. But of course, Gato was going to get involved and put a chair in there. He had hit Ibushi with it, but Gato and then tried to kick him a couple times, which Ibushi just no-sold and hit him in the heart, which he fell. And Gato almost hit it. I think he hit his head on the bottom rope, falling to the ground. So that did look a little bit scary here for a second. But Ibushi hit Jay White with another knee. He had a powerbomb on him. But there was still no referee. He tried to get the referee up, but Jay White was still at the ground, laughing. Fans booed. Ibushi kept kicking White and whatnot. Was going to go for the Kamigoye. And got him with a Kamigoye, but when he got the pinfall, Gato pulled the referee out, and he had some brass knuckles in, tried to hit Ibushi with it. Ibushi blocked it, but Jay White threw a chair straight at his head, and Ibushi got hit by Gato with the brass knuckles. Then Jay White got him up, hit a suplex on him, hit a Blade Runner. It was over. So Jay White, the only member of the Bullet Club to actually get a win in Wrestle Kingdom, since everybody in the Bullet Club for the past 2 nights has lost, including himself too. He lost the night before, but at least someone in Bullet Club got a win. But Ibushi losing back-to-back nights in a row. Wow, I know some people say he's gonna have it out now because at least a lot of interferences was involved, but. Yeah, I didn't really expect Ibushi to lose both nights, though, okay? I was already shocked the first time, and I was like, maybe Ibushi's going to get this win, but I was like, nah, they may go with Jay White, because, I just kind of felt like, Bullet Club kind of needed a win in general, so it was a good match, though, but yeah, but Jay White won. Next, the AEW champion Chris Jericho versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. They had a video package. I did find it funny when Tanahashi beat up the band and then had Jericho's face paint on and he was singing. I have no idea what he was singing because it's in Japanese, but I would go look at the video package online since they do have English subtitles to see what that was about. One thing I'm sure people did not like when Jericho came out, we had to dub his music, which I don't know what music copyrights are doing this, even though he has his own band and whatnot. And we've seen Judas play before, but this dub music they have for him, it sounded horrible when he came out with Dominion. I was actually hoping it was going to have his song or whatnot, but they no Judas this time, folks. I see a lot of people was pissed about that. I will say one thing about the stage. I know the stage wasn't different, but something about it looked different on the second night. I don't know. And I don't know if this was a sold-out Tokyo Dome. It looked like a lot of people. I didn't see a lot of crowd shots like I saw the first night, but it was still a big crowd out there. But I'll look up attendance numbers another time. But Jericho versus Tanahashi was actually a really good match. Really good. One funny thing I like was when Jericho had Tanahashi outside going to the table and he told Gino Gambino, he says, "Hey, shut your mouth, fat ass." I thought that was funny, and he DDT'd him on the broadcast table, which the broadcast table, the English side, we couldn't even hear anybody because he basically broke the table then, so we couldn't even hear Kevin Kelly in them. But Tanahashi was able to come back. He does his little air guitar thing and whatnot, and Jericho tried to play one on the top rope. He was going to do a high fly flow, but Jericho missed in. Tanahashi went at Jericho, but Jericho pulled the referee. Red Shoes gets crashed into. Red Shoes taking a lot of abuse tonight and whatnot. Jericho threw Tanahashi to the ground, hit him with his weightlifting belt. Referee got up. Jericho get a lion saw, but Tana pushed him off, knocking him to the outside of the ring, hitting a high fly flow to the outside. Tana started hitting with those dragon screw leg whips out there while Jericho tried to get in the ring. He hit another high fly flow from the top rope, but Jericho picked his knees up and hit him with a code breaker, which it looked like he hit Tanahashi in the nuts, by the way, then the face. Jericho had a lion salt, still a kick out, went for the walls of Jericho then. I thought it was a lion tamer at first. But Tana got out of it, had him with a sling blade, going for the finisher and whatnot. Once again, Jericho had another code breaking in also. But Tanahashi had his own code breaking once Jericho got up. But Jericho tried to go for the lion tamer. Tana got out of it, went for a cradle. He hit the twist and shout. He had one more sling blade. He went for one more high fly flow, but Jericho pretty much blocked it out and got him into a code breaker. Hit the lion tamer, and Tanahashi tapped out. So the forbidden door is still closed. So if Tana won, he would have gotten a shot at the AEW title at a different date. But I think AEW should just be glad that the title is even on this show in general and whatnot. Now, I did hear Jericho's post comments that we just need to work together. There's a lot of big business involved with AEW and New Japan work. I know it's been back and forth, and I don't know. It's a lot to say about New Japan right now because I do agree with a lot of people. I think they don't trust the elite all the way like that. I think they want Kenny back. Personally, I kind of wanted New Japan and AEW to partner because I still say that Kenny just doesn't have the right opponents like he did in New Japan and whatnot. And I don't know how the partnership will work if that happens because I had to go back and look at Jericho's post-conference, but he was talking about like there's a lot of business involved, and he would love to give Tana a shot at the title. Anybody shot the AEW title, from Okada to Naito to Suzuki to Bushi, anybody to Jericho like the face. Because I think he said he don't know when he would be here next time in Japan or whatnot, but he would say he would be here for Wrestle Kingdom, though. That is a fact. Honestly, and Jericho's going to win this match regardless. Number one, I don't think AEW wants their world champ. I don't think the world champion should be losing to somebody in someone else's company. And Jericho's lost 2 times in a row in the Tokyo Dome. So I was like, he had to win this match because that was, one was the Tokyo Dome. He hasn't won one. And B, I don't think AEW wants their champion losing when this guy has to worry about another title match against Moxley in the next month for that Revolution pay-per-view. So I don't know when the partnership is going to happen. I don't know when they're going to start work. If they even work with AEW, I don't know how long the partnership with Ring of Honor is going to keep going. And New Japan's not even on Access TV anymore, whatnot. So they're not even going to be there anymore on Access TV. And what I heard, the rumors, they didn't want to work with Impact or something, because Impact wanted to work with them, but they was like, no. Honestly, I'd rather work with Impact than I did with Ring of Honor right now, because Ring of Honor ain't really got nothing going on, if you ask me. And I'm sure someone's going to say, oh, you're being an Impact mark. I would like to see Impact and New Japan. It's not like they haven't done it before, but like I said, it's a different company now. Vince Russo's not there anymore. Listen, I know about the whole Okada thing, but they apologized about that and everything's good. Trust me, I would like to see a match with Will Ospreay or Rich Swann, or listen, I already know Michael Elgin's been there before, so we already know who he's gone against in New Japan, but I would like to see Cage versus Tomohiro Ishii. That'd be a big house fight, whatnot. There's a lot of matches you can name in New Japan. Hell, Callahan was in New Japan before, if I'm not mistaken. He faced some people. I think he was teamed with Jyushin at one point. But there would be people I'd like to see in Impact. If they had something going on with New Japan or partnership. But like I said, I don't think that's really going to be happening. Especially if they got off of Access TV now, because I think Anthem owns them or whatnot. Because like I said, I'm just going by what I've heard. Maybe it was a money issue. I don't know. So I don't know how New Japan is going to get another TV deal, and I think a lot of people say, well, if they work with AEW, at least they'll have their stars on TV if they do this partnership or whatnot. But hey, I don't know. I'm just taking some guesses on this. We'll just have to see what happens from that. But hey, AEW title at least got to be in the Tokyo Dome. But finally, the main event. Wow. Both IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental title on the line. Okada, Naito, 3. The entrances look cool. Like, Naito with that... Like, last night, Naito had the black suit on with the black coat and mask. Like, tonight, he had, like, the white suit on and, like, this cool, big fur coat. I don't know what the word said on it, but it was like everything and nothing, but it was in Spanish, I believe. Or I'm sorry, I don't remember the name, so I'm not going to try to say it, but... I think Rocky Romero translated everything, and Okada with his glow-in-the-dark jacket was very cool, too. This was just a hell of a match to watch, okay? Like, insane. Like, you want to talk about going all out of New Japan. These guys just went crazy out there, okay, with some of the stuff they were doing. Especially the tables getting involved. Like, Okada hitting Naito's knee on the table, which they really focused on that knee a lot, which Naito got back in before the 20 count, because Okada was dominating at one point and suplexing on Naito. Naito came back with the spinning DDT, with the Gloria in and whatnot, and he had a crazy poison Rana on him from the top rope. Okada looked freaking deadly, landed on his head, but Naito was going to go for Destino then. Okada pretty much drop kicked out of it then, but he came back with another Destino. Big near fall. He went for it again, but Okada got out. He drop kicked him again off there. Both guys were on the ground. They start punching back and forth with each other then. Of course, they start smiling. Of course, Naito's got to spit at people in the face half the time. A lot of strikes then. Okada came back with a clothesline. Went for the Rainmaker and whatnot, but Naito went for another Destino, but Okada got the Tombstone on him then. Hit a big Rainmaker then for a near fall. Hit the sit-out drive, but Naito got out of it again. He fell onto the mat. Okada pretty much stood over him, and he was just rolling him out and whatnot. Okada pretty much picked him up. Naito spat him in. Okada pretty much kept going for that knee and the knee, which the people started to boo at Naito because, so they said on the commentary, very pro New Japan crowd out there. Well, I'm sorry, very pro Los Ingobernables de Japón crowd out there. Pretty much Naito was still on the ground. Okada hit Naito, in the knee. Okada was going to set up for the Rainmaker, but Naito got a Destino from out of nowhere. Still a count out, a 2 count. Naito got Okada back up, slammed him. He went for the Stardust Press, because if you remember 2 years ago at Wrestle Kingdom 12, he went for that Stardust Press, and he missed, and that's what screwed him over 2 years ago. But he got it for a 2 count. He went for Destino. Okada blocked it, but Naito slammed him with the Valentia, and then he got one last Destino for the win. Like 35 minutes. This was just an excellent main event. This was just awesome. Like, this was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I popped big. I went nuts. And yeah, I'm wearing LIJ gear or whatnot. Say you want to call me a mark, whatever. But I was happy he won this. Very, very happy. I was ecstatic he won the title. It was awesome, okay? It was about time. And, I've been saying this for the past few years, man. I just felt like they was screwing over Naito at one point. I said, this has got to be the time. this has got to be the time for him to win. Some people say, oh, he didn't need it because he had the belt. Yeah, he did have the belt, but it wasn't really that. A lot of people don't remember it. It wasn't that long, but finally he got it. This was like third time, especially if he faced Okada. But as Okada's being helped to the back, Naito pretty much got on the mic and he says, hey, fast one more time. We can go one more time in the future. Okada put his fist up then. I guess he would love that if we go one more time then. But Naito had both championships then. Of course, he's got to cut his promo. Buenas noches, Tokyo Dome, tranquilo, Senayo. And before he could do the big roll call, everybody was waiting for tonight. Next thing you know, Kenta came out and he knocked Naito to the ground. Kenta May has been now become the biggest heel in professional wrestling right now, some people are saying. He attacked Naito, he hit a GTS, and he sat on top of him with both the title belts. Bushi, someone from LIJ came out to help him, because I kind of found it strange that all of LIJ didn't come out to do a roll call, because I was actually expecting that to happen, and everybody's going to put their fists up and whatnot. I was expecting LIJ to have all the gold coming out tonight, but, Sonata didn't win, but Bushi was the only one to help. Kenta got out of there, and Bushi had to help Naito to the back then and everything. So, Kenta, he took away Naito's moment and whatnot. Honestly, I would have expected that on New Year's Dash. I don't think anybody saw that coming with Kenta attacking Naito. No one saw that coming. I was shocked. I didn't think that was going to happen. Maybe a New Year's Dash tomorrow night, but I think people were just waiting to hear that freaking roll call, okay? But I guess this is going to be Naito's next opponent, Kenta. We'll see what happens in New Year's Dash later on tonight then, I guess. That's going to be a big thing to watch, too, because I don't think I'm going to do a review on New Year's Dash. I know it's Liger's retirement ceremony. Maybe I will, because usually some crazy stuff always the night after Wrestle Kingdom, so I may come back with a review of that if it's that great. But I don't think anybody expected Kenta to come out and attack Naito, especially after he lost early in the night, so that was insane. But I will say this. This was an awesome match. I'm just glad Okada's not the champion anymore. I was just, God, take the belt off this guy, because I just felt like people just starting to turn on him again. And Naito finally got the big one at Wrestle Kingdom in the main event. Okay, so, he spoke about this double champion thing for months now. A lot of people think it wasn't going to happen, but it happened, man. I remember somebody telling me this about a year or two ago about when I left All In, and I was talking about, I said I think Naito should have won Wrestle Kingdom and whatnot. He told me that it's always long-term storytelling in New Japan. It's always a lot of long-term storytelling. Okay, you gotta take note about that. But overall, night 2, fantastic main event. Loved it. Kenta was a big crazy. Like I said, Kenta ruining Naito's moment was a big thing to talk about. Suzuki versus Mox is coming, so that was a good thing going on. Liger's retirement ceremony, of course. Jericho versus Tana was good too, I will say that. So at least we saw it coming from it. If I had to grade who was the better night of Wrestle Kingdom, listen, I enjoyed both main events. Both main events was just outstanding and excellent. Okay, so it's a little bit tough, but overall quality of who had the better night, I'd probably give it to night 1, possibly. I think because I did like the main event. I did like, of course, Ospreay and Hiromu and whatnot. So it's a little tough to pick which night event did you like better. As an overall show, it was just outstanding, okay? From both nights, yes. I still think the first night at Tokyo Dome was sold out, though. I didn't really see a lot of crowd shots in the second one, everything. But, it was just it's a lot to say about if you had to, put it all into one factor of, just Wrestle Kingdom itself, okay? So, from just the title matches, the double title matches, just, Ibushi, I guess, losing, Jay White getting the win, Moxley winning, every belt changed except for Zack Sabre Jr. He's the only one that walked out of Tokyo Dome with his championship, but just so many title changes, a lot of moments. What else? Just a lot. you could say from Wrestle Kingdom last night. So it was insane. That's what I can really grade. But you know, and I may be sound biased saying this right now, but I've said this for a couple years now. Do not be surprised if Wrestle Kingdom outdoes WrestleMania this year. I'm serious, okay? Do not be surprised. Because I said that about last year's WrestleMania. But, yeah, WrestleMania last year was, like, kind of low-key decent. Like I said, the biggest thing for me at WrestleMania last year was Kofi winning the title. And I kind of had the same feeling tonight with Naito actually winning both belts, too. And any other big championships I can name or whatnot. But I tell people, do not be surprised if you find out Wrestle Kingdom is better than WrestleMania this year. I'm just calling it right now. I'm just saying it for a reason. But overall, man, the 2-night thing worked. I was always wondering how they was going to fill up both of these nights. But it had its ups and downs and whatnot. I know some matches, I wouldn't say they dragged long, but some matches I felt were there to be there. Like I said, I liked what I saw. I kind of figured who was going to win in that. The Kenta thing came out of nowhere, so I expected him to lose that never openweight title. Roppongi 3K. I actually thought Phantasmo and Ishimori was gonna win that match. The only thing I just didn't like about the second night about it too, that whole lag thing, that New Japan World just really screwed up on everybody right there. Just I guess because of the high volume of traffic. When I'm like, well, what would happen to Liger if the feed went out and whatnot? So I don't know, but overall, like I said, I'm rambling a little, but I had a fun time watching this show. Okay, so. Other than that, I may be back for a New Year's Dash review, so we'll see if we do come for something with that, okay? But I am done with this review. Comment, subscribe, watch part 1, night 1 of my review for Wrestle Kingdom, then watch night 2 for what I'm doing right now. Like I said, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodNight890. Just like I said, watch the videos. Blah blah blah. Fuck Lifetime. And whatnot. What else? Etc. etc. So yeah, check out both videos if you can, and maybe we will be back for a New Year's Dash review for Liger's retirement ceremony. So other than that, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Tranquilo. Asenayo. And I leave you with this before we go. So one last thing. Thank you, Liger. Peace out.